Morning, Joel. That one's playing tricks. I'm sitting here watching them try to catch fly balls. That too. Yeah, a little chilly, but hey, springtime in Round Valley. What can we expect? Next game it'll be 75. So I don't know. I just reading about it. I don't know. I know they had to evacuate part of it. Yeah, on the east side it said they were evacuating. So yeah, but at least the wind's going east, so it should be blowing it away from town. So,
Yeah, I remember working over there at the base camp.
yeah.
Like Luna,
Uh huh.
bird fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, careful. Yell at her, Tori. What the heck? That grass comes right back. So, yeah. She's right down there. I don't see her right now, but she's right down there. Good. How you guys? I'd like to welcome you out to our game today between your Round Valley Lady Elks and the Piñon Eagles. As we get underway today on this cold and blistery afternoon, little softball action here for us. All right, umpires are meeting at the field right now. Lady Elks are trying to get back on their winning ways. They've lost 4 or 5 of their last 6. I think 5 of their last 6 games. Had some tough competition, some injuries. So back in the league region play here. Hopefully we get back on our winning ways today. Put a few wins underneath their belt, get some of that confidence back that we had earlier in the season. Also, boys are also playing at the same time over at the baseball field. So also watch them if you're able to. If you can sit in your car and watch, that'd be great as well. Uh-uh. Yeah. That looks a little better. All right. Hopefully, no technical difficulties today like the last few times we've tried to broadcast these games. Hopefully, everything goes well today. Um, like I said, we play today, and then right now we're scheduled to play on Friday in Valley. It's supposed to rain that day, so we'll see if that game is going to continue or not. Go back to the ads for just a minute while we wait, as the umpires have a long conversation today. Lil, you got their schedule? What, huh? I say, quit talking and take the field. All right, as we get ready to start action here on defense for the Lady Elks, we have Kensley Crick pitching with Tori Slade catching, first base Autumn Slade, second base Kyler Penrod, third base is Kelsey Walker, third base Ruth Wiltbank. In the outfield, we have, I want to say, Sterling Simpson in left field, Skylar Hebner in center field, and Ali Ortero in right field. So a little bit different that lineup today, especially in the outfield, as we try to break just our small losing streak. There are got 4 or 5 freshmen starting today. Some of the ones that usually start sitting on the bench to start with today. Today there'll just be a varsity game, as is usually the case anytime we play a school off the reservation. It seems like they don't have enough for both teams, which we really don't either, but we play all the kids in both games, get them some practice. So if you're sitting on your couch, need something to do, come out and cheer on your lady and men elk today as they're both getting ready to start. Good morning, how you doing? All right, standing up bat for Piñon. First batter of the game is number 11. I'll try to get the line up as soon as Lo gets it to me, as soon as she gets it entered in the book. First pitch on the way. First pitch, swing and strike. Foul ball off to the left side of the diamond. Next pitch, line drive down by left field, but just drifting a little bit foul, so quick 0-2 count on number 11 Piñon. Next pitch, ground ball to Walker. Walker cleanly picks it up, throws a strike to Webster for the first out of the game. Don't have a number batting now as she's wearing a sweatshirt, as it is a little chilly today. So, say number 2 hitter for Piñon. Hot, low and inside, ball 1. Wind blows Kinsley off the mound. We got a little gust going on right there. She delivers just a little bit outside. 2-0. Foul ball straight back. Ball 2, strike 1. Low in the dirt, ball 3, count goes to 3-1. Kenzie will try to fight back here. Strike across the middle, goes off Kens. She's unable to rat, hits off her hip, hope she's okay. Batter goes to first base on the play. She's telling them she's fine. Wasn't a really hard hit, but it did go glance off. It looked like her hip from here. So runner on first for Piñon, 1 out. In the dirt, throw down to second. Good throw by Taisley, will pick off the runner. Not Taisley, Torrey. Pick off the runner on second, so 2 outs now. Torrey is able to knock the ball down as it hit the dirt in front of her, pick it up, nice throw to Walker for the out at second, so 2 out, ball 1. Strike 1, counts 1-1. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on number 5 for the Eagles. High, ball 2. Count goes to 2 and 2. Down the middle, strike 3. That's 3 up, 3 down. Little help on second base with the attempted steal. As able to throw her out. So after half an inning, 0 for the Piñon Eagles with the Lady Elks coming up to bat. Up first for your Lady Elks, Kyler Penrod. First pitch to Penrod, little high, ball 1. Seems like the wind's picking up a little bit of intensity here. Slide shot past third base for at least a single cut. Run second, heading toward. Rounds first, heading toward second, in with a stand-up double for Penrod, as that ball was hit right down the third base line. Autumn Webster up now. As like I said, that line has been changed a little bit today. High. A little bit higher, ball 2. Go down to third as Penrod's able to steal third safely, so runner on third now, no outs. Count to Webster is 2-0. Foul ball, straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Not too many people sitting in the stands this game. A lot of trucks and cars around, filling up on the road, trying to stay warm as they enjoy the game. Foul ball again. So 2-2. Webster, Autumn's out in front of that pitch, quite a ways. Down the third baseline again. Third baseman picks up, throws over and out. Out at first, but Penrod comes in to score the first run of the game. So 1 out. Score 1 for your Lady Elks with Walker coming up to bat. Kels pops one toward center field. She's having troubles with it, drifts back and hits the fence. Walker's going to go third on the play. And a stand-up triple for Kelsey. I think the center fielder thought she had, and that wind just kept carrying it, hit right at the bottom of the fence. Picks up Ruth Wiltbank with one out, runner on third. Little high there for Ruth, ball one. Ruth foul ball, straight down. And she's also a little bit in front of the pitch. Gotta wait just a minute for it, second for it. So the count to Ruth is 1-1. High, ball two. Kelsey leads off third, dancing off third, trying to get a throw down. They just throw it back to pitcher there. Ruth chases a high one out of the zone, fouls it straight back. Hits somebody's truck. Sounds like I hit it pretty good. So count makes the count 2-2. Lays off the high pitch. Count goes to full. Inside, ball four. Ruth will walk down to first base, so now we have runners on first and third. Skylar Hebner coming up to bat with 2 on, 1 out. Lays off the high pitch. Ruth goes to second. No throw on the pitch, on the play. So defensive indifference there. So runners on second and third, 1 out. With Hebner up to bat. Lays off another high pitch, ball 2. So the part of this first inning when the Piñon pitcher misses, it's upstairs. Strike swinging as Hebner swings underneath that pitch. So count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice hit right down the left field line, and it stays fair. It'll bounce all the way to the fence. Ruth and Kelsey will score, and into third, diving is Hebner with the triple on the play. Nice hit by Hebner. So 2 runs will score, 3-0 for your Lady Elks. Brings up Carla Ariola, batting now with still just 1 out, runner on third. Lays off the high pitch, ball 1. Outside and high, ball 2. Skylar's dancing down the third. No throw. Marla steps back in the batter's box, count 2-0. Hits it down third base line. Nice pickup by the third baseman, but throws in the dirt. So error by third baseman. Ariola will go to, looks like 3 on the error, and Hebner will score. Nice pickup by the third baseman there. Just unable to get a good throw to first. So another run scores for your Lady Elks, and Kensley Crick will step into that. Strike down the middle there on Kensley. So quick 1 strike. Runner still on third, still just 1 out. Outside, ball 1. Evens the count at 1. Flags are kind of blowing from left field to right field. I think if you got something up towards center field, it'd hang in there and drift. Probably go over. Cans with a high fly to center field. It's going back, and it's gone. Home run for Kensley Crick. It's a nice bit of hitting there by Kensley. I think her first home run this year as a freshman, her first high school home run. Good job. Brings in 2 more. So 6-0. One out here in the first inning. Tori Slade stepping in to hit. Right back to pitcher, just a little squibbler pass pitch. Catcher, shortstop picks it up, but unable to throw Tori out, as once it got past pitch on the slow roller, unable to get her. So 1 on. Tori on first with Sterling Simpson up to bat. Sterling lays off the high pitch, ball 1. Ball 2. Tori goes towards second. It's going to be close, and she's thrown out. Tries still second. Nice throw by the catcher there for the second out of the inning. So 2-0 on Sterling. 2 outs now. After the unsuccessful steal attempt by Slade. Outside, ball 3. Nice job being patient here by Simpson. Hit toward third base, past third baseman into left field. Simpson will round first and stay at first base, so it's single for Simpson. Top of the lineup coming back up with Penrod back up to bat. So 1 on, 2 out. Scores 6 for your Lady Elks, 0 for Piñon. Still in the first inning. High ball 1. Off, Skylar hits a rocket to third base. Third baseman able to corral that pitch, so Kyler's on after the error by the third baseman. 2 on, 2 outs now with Webster stepping back up in the box. Ball 1 on Webster as that pitch traveled a little bit high. Swing and strike as Autumn went after high pitch there. Inside. Nice stop by catch. Ball 3. Both runners will advance as the ball was in the dirt on that changeup. So 3 balls, 1 strike with runners now on second and third, 2 out. Webster again chases the high one. Pass pitch. Shortstop's going to be a close play and safe as the ball's a little off mark. 2 runs will score. Webster will be safe at second. Close play, but she was called safe, so 2 will come in. Walker's back up to bat. Elks are still batting here in the bottom of the first. Walker fouls it straight behind me. Strike 1. Walker, another foul ball down the left field line. Quickly behind 0-2. Hang up as the umpire does not have any softballs right now. We got one in now.
Only you guys knew.
All right, 0-2 Kens as we get back in that. Kelsey as we get back in action here. Runner on second. Outside in the dirt. Nice stop by catch. Keep on from advancing a base. Walker fouls another one back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside and high, 2-2. Webster still at second base. Score 8-0 here in the first inning. Another foul ball off the left side. Count remains the same. Kelsey lays off the high pitch. Count goes full. Another foul ball off the left side. Kelsey keeps battling up there, just a little bit underneath it looks like. We'll count to Walker as pitch delivers it. Walker sends another one foul. That's about the 6th or 7th foul ball by Walker this at bat. Walker's up there battling. Coach Meyer says no more foul balls. Fair on this one. Let's see if that happens. She chased another one foul. About the same spot as the last one. Kelsey's up there getting her batting practice here. Is that, I think, is a 10th or 11th pitch this at bat for Kelsey. Webster still standing out at second base. Parker hits in there. Wynn's catching it and out. As second base catches that, went straight in the air. The Wynn pulled it back in. It looked like it's going into center field, but Wynn pulled it back. So after one complete inning, 8 for your Lady Elks, 0 for the Piñon Eagles, as we head to the top of the second. As you run the ads, I'd like to thank those sponsors for letting us do that, bringing the game to those that can't come to the games, that either working or at home and able to get out on this chilly day. So appreciate all those that support our athletes and our student athletes, and also the students that are involved in other activities as well. Appreciate them. Also appreciate Wes letting us do this with his equipment. As a great service for the community here. So it looks like our defensive alignment is the same as the first inning as we get ready to start the second. All right, good step on the bat. Most of these girls from Piñon have hoodies on, so I'm able to see the numbers. So first batter of the inning steps in. Cleanup batter. First pitch, short strike, swinging. As Kenzie's able to throw that pitch by her. Hit to third base. Will Bacon picks it up, delivers to first base. Nice pickup by Autumn as she got out the top of the dirt. So one quick out. So with nice play of picking that ball up by Will Bacon. Nice stretch and scoop by Autumn at first base for the first out. Second batter of the inning steps in for the Eagles. Strike down the middle. Nice pitch by Crick there. Strike. Crick scoops it up on the one hopper. Nice little toss over to Autumn for the second out of the inning. So 4 pitches, 2 outs. As our next batter steps in for the Eagles. High ball 1. Kenzie smiles as she missed her mark that time. Ball 2 in the dirt. High ball 3. Strike. Foul as it hits third base. 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, foul straight back. So 3-2 as Crick comes back from a 3-0 deficit. So, as I was saying, Friday's supposed to be a game in the Valley at Valley Sanders. It is supposed to be rain in the forecast, so we'll see if that ball 4. Batter will take her base. It's like number 1 for the Eagles will step in the batter's box. Our next home game looks like is next Wednesday against Hopi. At ball 1, number 1. Oh, that one got away from Crick to the backstop. Runner advances a second on the play. Ball 2. Hit past. Oh, what a play. Nice play. Went to Wiltbank. Wiltbank fumbled it, bounced in there. Walker was able to grab it while it's still there, make a strong throw to first base for the 3rd out. Beautiful play by Walker there. So after 1.5 innings, the score remains 8 for your Elk, 0 for the Eagles of Piñon. All right, leading off the bottom of the second for Round Valley is Ruth Wiltbank, who assisted in that out that first a second ago. First pitcher Ruth hits her in the shoulder. She walks to first base. Don't look like no pain there. As she's laughing, shaking it off. Step in the box is Skylar Hebner. Inside, Skylar ducks out of the way as that was heading for the helmet. Ball 1 on Skylar. Strike 1 as she swings underneath that one, so 1-1 to count. Ball 2 high. High. Ball 3 go clear the backstop. Ruth will advance to second base on the wild pitch. Ball will get by pitcher. Ruth will go on to third on the error. So on the wild pitch and error, Wiltbank advance to third base. Count to Hebner is now 3 balls, 1 strike. Hebner swings underneath another high pitch. Full count. Hebner hits it down third base line. Foul ball. Foul by about 3 inches there. Count remains full. Hebner chased another high pitch. Strikeout for 1 out. Wiltbank on third with Ariola coming up to bat. Carla hits one to right field. It's going to be in the gap. Hit one hopper to the fence. Ariola is going to be at least 2. As she rounds second, she hits toward third. Makes it a third on the throw. So double with an error on the second baseman. Ariola's in the third, and Wiltbank will score. Makes the score 9 for your ladies. Sorry I didn't take that off there. Watching the game. Thought I took it off. So Kesley Crickup lays off the high pitch. Ball 2 to Kens. As she lays off that one just a little bit inside and high. Last time up, Kens was able to fire one over the center field fence for her first home run of the year. Swings underneath that one. Strike 1. Ball 3 high. Count to Crick is now 3-1. Sudden gust of wind. Crick swings underneath another one. Count goes to full. As the out batters are trying to get the timing here against this pitcher that's a little slower than most of the ones they see. So if we're missing, we're usually out in front of it. Ball 4, Crick's able to lay off that high pitch, trot down to first base, so runners on first and third now. Tori Slade up to bat. Tori hits one left field. It's going to be a fair ball. Shortstop made a great effort to try to get to it, able to get to it. And Tori's in with a single there. So Ariola's able to score on the play. Runners on first and second now with Simpson coming up to bat. Simpson lays off the first pitch, which was a little high. Ball 1. Ball 2. As the pitch misses about the same spot. Sterling swings underneath that one. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. strike two. Simpson swings underneath another one. Count goes to 2-2. Runner still on first and second with Kansley on second and Torrey on first. One out. Strike three. Swinging, so that brings Penrod now with 2 outs. Penrod lays off the first pitch, ball one. We still have Crick on second and Slade on first. 2 outs, scored 10-0. Penrod fouls that one back. As that was more like a golf swing there than a baseball swing. So tried to fight off the inside pitch and fouled it back. High pop fly towards shortstop. Shortstop third and first all into it, and pitch is able to make the catch there. So that's the third out of the inning. They did hit together, but pitch was able to hang on to the ball for the third out. So Elks got 2 runs, but stranded 2 runners. So after 2 complete innings, 10-0 for your Lady Elks. It's time. All right, get ready to start the top of the third here with your Lady Elks ahead 10-0. Defensively for the Elks, we still have Tori Slade catching, Kensley Crick pitching, Autumn Webster, Kyler Penrod, Kelsey Walker, and Ruth Wiltbank around the infield, with Sterling Simpson, Skylar Hebner, and Allie Otero playing in the outfield. First pitch, number 3, strike. 13 is strike swinging. High ball 1. Strike 2. Hands ahead, one ball, 2 strikes here on number 13. Down the middle, strike 3. First out of the game. It's just right above the knees. Strikeout looking. Dipping in for the Eagles now is number 7. High ball 1. Ball in the dirt. Ball's one strike. Strike two swinging. 2-2. Just a little bit outside. He thought about it, but he laid off full count. High ball 4. Batter will walk down to first base. So 1 out, 1 on now for the Eagles. Stepping up to play is number 11. I believe she was a leadoff batter. The first inning. Swing and strike on an inside pitch. Runner tries to go. Oh, throw past. A couple errors here on your ladies. So Tori threw the ball down to short. One hop to Autumn, able to hold it. So ball got past Autumn on to runner advances on the third as Autumn threw a low one to Ruth as well. So 2 errors on the play as the runner moves to third. So 1 out, 2 on. Strike 1 on the batter. As the wind continues to howl. High fly foul. Quick 0-2 on number 11. Hit to Ruth. Nice pickup by Ruth. And nice throw by Ruth for the second out of the inning. Ruth went down to her knees, able to get the ball and strong throw to first. Eagles do score 1 run on the play, however. So 10-1. Next batter steps in. Line drive to Ruth. Ruth sticks out her glove and it goes in it for the third out. So 2 nice plays there to end the inning by Wilbank. So after 2.5 innings, 10 for the Lady Elks, 1 for the Piñon Eagles. You parents, grandparents out there, as you watch and listen to that, if you know people that are interested in playing sports, being involved in school activities, encourage them to be involved not only in softball and baseball, but sports all year long. I mean, small school, we need kids out playing so we can be competitive against some of those bigger schools. Also, not just sports, but other activities at the school. You know, if you get a kid interested in drama or band or anything that school offers, get them involved. The kids will enjoy school more. They'll have a reason for being there. They'll also, you make friends when you're on teams. You become part of something, which I think we all need. So get your kids involved. Get them to be part of school. Also with student elections coming up soon. I'll put a plug in for that today. Student elections are coming up for the next couple of weeks. So if you've got kids or grandkids that interested maybe in politics, get involved in student politics to start with. Also, if they're going to college, and it always looks good on a college education, college application if they were involved in student government as well. So starting bottom of the third for the Round Valley Elks is number 15, Autumn Webster, up to bat as we try to add on to our lead. Inside Autumn, ball one. High, ball two. Count Autumn is 2-0. Smash the shortstop. Shortstop picks up. Strong throw first and out. Nice throw play by the shortstop there for the first out of the inning. Brings up Walker. Hard hit by Webster there, but right at her. Kelsey Walker up to bat. Kelsey line shot up the middle. Center fielder. Kelsey able to stay up first after that line shot on the first pitch. Brings up Bruce Wiltbank with one out and one on. Third inning. Wiltbank sends rocket to left field, hits the right field, hits the fence. Walker will come all the way around to score with Wiltbank in with a stand-up double. So two pitches, two nice hard hits by your Lady Elks. 11-1 now. Wiltbank still on second with Hebner coming up to bat. Strike on the inside part of the plate to Hebner. Fly ball foul from Hebner. That's just behind the count 0-2. All right, 0-2 count to Skyler here. Bruce still on second, one out. Ball one as that pitch was outside. Foul ball back behind the screen as Skyler was able to fight off that inside pitch, stay alive. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Skyler another foul ball down the left field line. Kind of remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hebner as she's fouled off 3 in a row now. See if she can straighten out a little bit here. High, ball 2. Roost out dancing around second base. Ball 3 to Hebner is another high pitch. Hebner's able to work the count full as she's up there battling right now. Another foul ball. She stayed very live. Nice to have Hebner and Ariola back today, as both have missed the last game with various illnesses last week. So nice to have both of them back in the lineup today. Hebner sends another one deep down the left field line, but foul. Count remains 3-2. It's hard to sometimes get the timing on these slower pitchers when you're at practice, and most of your games you're having someone pitch to you a little faster. So it's all about timing in softball. Hebner fouls another one straight back. 11th or 12th pitch of the bat here for Hebner as she's up there battling. Still just one away. Ruth standing on second base. Hebner hits one, and it looks like it's also going to drift foul and go into the dugout. All right, Hebner stands back in the batter's box after fouling off about 5-6 pitches here. Count remains full. Hebner is able to work the count in her favor, where she's able to walk after falling behind 1 and 2. She fouled off a number of pitches until she's able to walk there. Brings up Ariola with 2 on, 1 out. Wilbank on second, Hebner on first. Fly ball to short center. Looks like second base shortstop makes the catch as she drifts back to her left field and makes the catch for the second out, as Ariola was underneath that pitch. Brings up Crick with 2 outs now. Only 1 run score so far this inning. So Kensley will try to bring in Wilbank and Hebner here. High ball 1. Ruth goes toward third base, dives in, safe. And on the play, Hebner advances to second. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Ball 1 on Crick. Strike 1 as Crick looks at that one go by. So 1-1 to count. Foul ball on the left side, so 1-2 to count. Two runners in scoring position. If Crick can straighten one out, send it somewhere for a single. A little high, 2-2. Outside, full count, as Kensley was able to hold off on that one just a little bit outside. So full count now, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Strike, swinging, but missed. The catcher was unable to hold on the pitch, so on the strikeout, Kensley was able to advance to first on the drop ball. Ruth was able to score as Hebner comes on to third. So brings up Tori Slade to bat. Still the bottom of the third inning, 12-1. Tori hits a little number towards second base. Second baseman's over, picks it up and out at first base for the third out of the inning. So Elks were able to score 2 more runs here in the third. So after 3 complete innings, the score is 12-1 in favor your Lady Elks. Looks like we're having a couple of changes here. Looks like Ariola's going into pitch here in the fourth inning. The rest of your fielders look about the same, I believe. As we'll go to ads for a few. Looks like also Taisley Newman will come in as catcher. Thank you. Here's start at the top of the fourth inning. Like I said, looks like we have a new battery in with Ariola and Newman pitching and catching. The rest of the fielders, looks like Kensley Crick moved into left field, taking Sterling's place in left field. Sterling moved over to right field. I believe that's her in right field. So Otero comes out. So we start the bottom four. We scored 12-1 in favor of Lady Elks. I believe it's warmed up just a little bit, or I've got numb to the cold. So sun's out for a second, wind's tied down just a little bit. So hopefully it stays like this for the next half hour or so until we get this game over with. As we start the fourth inning here. Batting for the Eagles is number 5. First pitch by Ariola is on the way. Strike down the middle, strike 1. Strike 2, same spot as the Eagle batter swings a little late. So quick 2 strikes. Three in a row, as that one also finds the middle of the plate. So three pitches and 1 strikeout. 1 quick out here. First pitch by Ariola to the next batter's in the dirt. Ball 1. Strike 1. Batter swings and misses that pitch. Batter kind of backing out as she swung at that one. Hit right back to Ariola. Ariola's able to pick up the line drive for the second out. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. So next batter steps in for the Eagles. Like I said, most of them have sweatshirts on, able to see numbers. Strike. Another pitch down the middle by Ariola. Ariola's come in and thrown about 8 pitches, 7 of them strikes so far. Let's see if that can continue for her. Strike 2. As she's ahead quickly 0-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. strike three looking. So quick 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts by Ariola there. So after 3.5 innings, still score remains 12-1 in favor of your Lady Elks. Looks like we're going to play one more inning. It looks like right now. We'll have one bat, and then they'll have another bat unless something dramatic happens and they get back in this game. Let's see if we can add some more runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Next home game will be next Wednesday against Hopi. I don't know for the time of that one, 3 or 4, as they'll only have a varsity game as well. So hopefully it warms up a little bit by next Wednesday. This Friday, both your boys and girls will be playing over in Valley Sanders, weather permitting, as it's supposed to be raining that day. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning will be Taisley Newman as she comes up for her first at bat this inning. Have infield replacement for the Eagles. One hooded player for another. So Newman steps in the batter's box as we start the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch to Newman's high, ball 1. Second pitch also same spot, ball 2. In the dirt, ball 3. Newman quickly ahead 3-0. With the score being 12-1, Newman's first bat, I'm sure if she gets the pitch to hit, she'll be swinging at it here. Newman reaches for one about 2 feet outside there for strike 1 that she was trying to hit, but that one was just a little bit outside. So 3-1 the count now. Newman fouls that one back as she chases another one high and a little outside. So she doesn't want to walk, so she's chased a couple pitches that normally would be balls that she'd lay off of. Count is now full to Newman. Newman, little pop up to pitch. Pitch settles under for the first out of the game, of the inning, sorry. Brings up Kyler Penrod, our leadoff batter today. Kyler hits one to center field. Center field is in. Looks like she's camped underneath it and makes the basket catch for that second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for your Lady Elks, leading 12-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As that ball held up, and center field is able to get underneath it for the out. Autumn Webster will now step in the batter's box. Last 5 or 6 games, Autumn's probably been our hottest hitter. Ball 1. She lays off the high pitch. Autumn hits it to shortstop. Shortstop makes the catch, but since she got it so deep in the hole and able to get Autumn out at first in time, so Autumn's on with a single. Brings up Walker. Tell even our Lady Elks are starting to get cold, as most of them have jackets on now as well. Walker hits one to shortstop. Shortstop picks it up, flips it to third for the second for the third out of the inning. So Elks unable to pick up any runs that inning. So after 4 completed innings, the score remains 12-1 as we head into the 5th. Again, I'd like to thank all those that sponsor these games throughout the year, throughout all the seasons, no matter whether it's football, basketball, baseball, softball. We appreciate all those sponsors that make this possible for us. They do a great job of helping us broadcast these games. Clouds are starting to build up now, getting pretty dark out here now, so hopefully we can hold them without any runs here, get the game over with quickly as we're ahead by 11, entering the 5th inning, 12-1. Nice throw by Taze down to second as we're warming up. All right, first batter step in the box for the Eagles. First pitch by Ariola. Strike swinging. Head hits it back up the middle. Past the diving Walker for a single. Batter reached up and got that high pitch, able to send it into center for the single as Walker dove for it, but able to come up with it. So a single brings up second batter of the inning with runner on first. No outs for the Eagles. First pitch low with ball 1. Throw down to first, try to pick her off, unsuccessful. Runner gets back in time, so ball 1. Looks like we still have Crick, Hebner, and Simpson in the outfield. Foul ball. Count 1-1. As those in the crowd moan as they hit the foul ball hits a car behind us. That's a bad place to park, straight up behind the backstop. Strike 2, swinging. Getting throw down to first. Runner able to get back in time, so strike 2, ball 1. No outs. Strike 3 down the middle. Another throw to first. Runner still gets back, but 1 out on that pitch by Ariola. Next Eagle batter steps in the box. As even with the lineup sheet, I'm unable to tell as none of them have numbers. Strike 1 late. Pitch throw down to second, and she's out. As Nice throw by Taisley. Walker with the grab and tag on the runner, so 2 outs now. So 2 outs now, 1 away from the game ending here. I thought it was only 1 strike. The scoreboard says 2, so I'm unsure. Foul ball. Now I know it's 2 strikes. (12-1) remains the score. 12-1 right here in the 5th inning, top of the 5th, as Elks look to close it out. Change up a little high, 1-2. Oh, umpire walks over to the scorekeeper, making sure he had the count right. 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. As our ladies are out doing jumping jacks, trying to stay warm. And another changeup, strike 3 for the game, as the Eagles down singing. So ball game, final score 12-1. As I mentioned earlier, we will be playing this Friday in Valley, next Wednesday here. So come out. Hopefully it's warmer next week, where you can come out and enjoy the game. Cheer on your Lady Elks, and off the ladies, the baseball team as well. So final score from beautiful downtown Round Valley, 12-1. Thank you for listening.